Good morning, Pete, and everyone else. Thanks a lot for the donation, Pete, and supporting the channel. Pete's Pressure Washing Services. Sorry if you didn't want a shout out, but I know I thought maybe you did, and yeah, thanks a lot. Let's have a look into carrots, because for every $30 I do a food plant teaching series video. So here's the perfect image of something I wanted to demonstrate with carrots. I was watching Iron Chef. I used to watch that show Iron Chef, and he was saying, you know, what's his name, Brilliant Savaliant or something? I don't know, that Japanese Iron Chef, like manager, or, you know, the head chef guy that comes out, or the presenter. He may just be a presenter. He doesn't seem to be like a cook, but like an entrepreneur of food, you know. That show Iron Chef, well, he was saying, you know, eat the meat, and it means, you know, around the outside of the carrot, not the root, the middle part. And when he said that, I was like, oh yeah, you know, sometimes with carrots you can rip that part off and like perfectly, so you can tell that it's a second part or a different, you know, layer and a different construct, because it's not as rooty, it's not sucking up the water as much, it doesn't have, you know, as thick sort of epithelial cell walls to withstand more, you know, soil bacteria and whatnot, fungus and so on. You know, just like trees, you know, suck it in, and they're very fibrous. So the meat on the outside of the carrot is less fibrous. Like, you know, like with an animal, the fibrous parts would be the bones, right? They're the most fiber thick and dense. And yeah, he was saying, you know, eat the meat, and I thought, yeah, there's really a difference. You know, so next time you eat a carrot, even raw or uncooked, you can tell the difference between that outer ring and the inside part, the center, which is the root. You know, really the fibrous root part, and then the outside's called the meat. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to get across there, you know. If you want to enjoy carrots more, just eat the meat. You know, cut the root out. However, you do that, whatever methodology. Right, let's look into some of the health benefits. Let's have a look what they say here. Yeah, I like carrots because they're crunchy. You know, it gives that relief and satiation that you've eaten something. And it's even better if you just eat the meat for that consistent crunch. And you know, not as crunchy, but more nutrition in the outer part of the carrot. You know, being the meat, it's kind of like where the nutrition is stored, right? So obviously it's good for your eye health. I think we should all know that, you know, that carotenes are good for the eyes, right? Because it hasn't mentioned it yet, but I thought, you know, that's the most well-known thing about carrots, I'm pretty sure. The most proverbial fact about it is that carrots are good for your eyes. Yeah, so of course you get fibre from it, but we've just been talking about how to get, rid of fibre just for the enjoyability and more flavour by eating the outside of the carrot. Might make you eat them more, you know? It's interesting they've started to mention stuff like this, like how I used to talk about vitamins, vitamer. Now they've started to talk about it in that fashion. A group of related vitamins, the B6 vitamin group, they're now talking about it as that, you see. Yeah, the absorption of beta carotene will be best if you cook the meat of the carrot. Probably to about 60 degrees, like lycopene releases in, tomatoes. Lycopene, the red pigment, also releases in tomatoes at, best optimum about 60 degrees. There's that lutein again, another yellow pigment. So it's going to be good for your eyes as well. Oh, and there's lycopene, it mentions it. So it's also got some lycopene in there, which is a red pigment mixing with yellow lutein, for instance. No wonder it's orange. The proverbial orange carrot. You can get carrots in many colours. The favourite carrots I've eaten are the purple carrots because they stain like beetroot. When they're fully organic, they're crazy. I bought these from Nimbin in Australia, these purple carrots, and they were just really like high vibration water. Like these things had auras. These purple carrots, guys, they were like amazing. Like I would travel all the way out there as that being part of the menu for my monthly or fortnightly shopping. I'd get a bag of the purple carrots, I'd get kumquats from Nimbin. That's where I first found kumquats, those little citruses. Really good strong food out there. It's a mountain town about an hour from the coastline of North New South Wales, Australia, in the shamanic Bermuda Triangle, where they know how to do things properly with food, with health food. They're definitely leading the world. It's like a little kitchen out there. The shops there, the hippies, like they're definitely leading the world in health food. And I mean, I've been around the world and I've been around the world on the internet looking what's around as well. In people's shops, online shops, right? Like some of the best in the world. And including the best in the world, right? You've got Matt Monarch's largest online health food shenanigans. His whole setup. You've got, Dr. Kazar and David Wolf moved through all those like sort of websites that were health related, where you could buy tinctures and all that, like I used to make. But I never made a carrot tincture. Carrots are like a food more than a medicine. But then you always go back to a base of what Hippocrates said: let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. And you do need this stuff for all these vitamins. So you have them like hooked to you like an IV. You know what I mean? You eat a carrot now and then. Every couple of days, you eat a banana here and there. You eat, some fruit here and there. You get all the vitamins like running through you, and they seem to clean as well, right? I've never had anything, written about that. Is it just down to the saponins, sopanins? I don't know. I think these things, like cleaning occurs vibrationally even. So if you have, for instance, those good carrots I talked about, they've got pure water, those purple carrots I had, then they would stain like beetroot. Normal carrots I buy from the shop, they don't like really stain. If you push it into a white shirt, yeah, maybe. But these things were like dripping, like beetroots, you know what I mean? Like proper staining. Even the slightest bit of this purple carrot's juice would stain, you know what I mean? Like really strong, like beetroot. Or wine or something, it really stains. Which is, I'm indicating stronger antioxidant, because the stronger the pigment, the stronger the antioxidation. So, the purple carrots were really good. Look out for them. And I mean, it's so worth talking about. It's absolutely the epitome of this talk. We can go through all these little, boring health articles, but man, what brought it alive for me was the final product, the real thing, the perfect carrot. You know what I mean? Because I don't imagine a carrot like as some dry, shriveled up, juiceless, like non-staining thing that's mass-produced, like most of them are in most shops. Right, these things would have been grown out the back of some hippie lady's perfectly manicured garden. These purple carrots I had, you know what I mean? Like they were grown up in the mountain hills, the air's perfect, the water, I'm sure she knew what she was doing, because like they didn't have a foul taste about them. Do you know what I mean? Like there was no bad taste about them of soil, like bad soil and water. It was all just perfect. Like really, like they almost smelled like perfumey. You know what I mean? The carrot's natural perfume even was there. So they're more viable carrots in a way too, right? They're more alive. They had like an aura on them. So yeah, they were amazing, and that, I don't know, it just brings carrots out of the woodwork. For me, carrots are boring, right? But these ones, these purple ones, they definitely were not. They were really amazing. Like you could see me getting, worked up about it because they were that good. I would definitely go for some right now. Really good morning food. Get the stress out of your jaw. Sometimes your jaw can lock up overnight from like stresses and bad dreams and stuff. You know, fill your stomach with like pure water in the morning, which is on like so many recommended, diets and plans to live better, right? But not just water in the morning, like a glass of water. It should be like antioxidated juice. Really, it's the best. Like, I mean, when we're talking about anti-plaque, antioxidation, anti-plaque is like anti-Alzheimer. And that's what I find, like eating a lot of like things like carrots, cucumbers, juicy fruits, wash plaque out your body. It comes out through your pores, your nose, right? Even your feet. So yeah, instead of going over all these facts, stick with today's message of low-grade pesticide intake. Like they're just talking about here, like I was just saying, stick with the good carrots and the meat on the outside. And, I'm not going to make this one a normal video where I go over all the health benefits. I think that's a good article. We don't need to go over too many. I don't know if you can... You're not going to get yellow skin from eating too much carrots. Forget about that.